Thank you for watching Meatsauce and Monty, our special YouTube edition. I'm Matt Montgomery. He's Paul Meatsauce Lambert. We got a huge show this week.
Yeah.
We've got so much content from our,
You've done a lot
TV
of work.
show.
I'm very happy.
Sometimes I do too much, but
yeah,
it's
but
you carry the show. I just
No.
prepare. That's all.
No.
Let's start off with Paul's Pissy Pants. I know I told Scott we were going to do a different order, but we've got so much good Paul's Pissy Pants. And it's one of our YouTube. Scott right now is like, you son of a.
Scott's too
I got
busy
the
listening
graphic
to
already
Susan
made.
And
He's
Susan
like,
and the Banshees.
Extra editing, extra graphics. So Paul's Pissy Pants, we already buzzed through a couple of these. This one got me going. This is your tweets. I read it back to you. You explain it, think if it's funny, whatever. Is this a bit? It was a tweet from PETA about word usage. And now you're a pet lover, obviously. You have Muppet. I love animals.
Same.
I understand what PETA stands for.
I love animals more. I'm not kidding you. I love my dog Muppet more than I love some of my immediate family members.
I thought you were going to say more than some other humans, which I would understand, but more
100%.
than other humans.
Yeah, oh yeah. I like my dog more than I like my Uncle Peter.
Really?
Oh,
no way.
Yeah.
That's kind of weird.
Muppet's like my child.
I get it. Wow. You don't call yourself a pet parent, though, do you? So you don't go that far.
I'm a pet single parent.
Oh, man. Well, you have custody, so there's...
Yeah, it's the greatest thing.
No need to worry about that.
Other than, about a year and a half of my marriage, it's the greatest thing that happened because of my... I'm telling you.
Yeah, the dog?
That whole thing happened for a reason. Muppet's the greatest.
You got Muppet. Okay, so back on track here.
No one cares about PETA. PETA sucks.
Yeah, but the fact that they
PETA's
tweeted...
stupid.
They tweeted things saying you shouldn't use any cliches that use animals in a negative light, such that their examples were guinea pig. You don't want to be a guinea pig. You should say you are a test tube. Beat a dead horse. They say you should say feed a fed horse. And this was my favorite. Instead of bringing home the bacon, bring home the bagels. And they say words matter, hashtag social justice. Social justice is a great cause. It has nothing to do with somebody using words like bring home the bacon. I'm sorry, it just doesn't.
Yeah, a couple things here.
Yeah.
People are now mad about the Kiss the Girl song and Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
You do know the concept of that song is she needs to be kissed to get her voice back.
Yeah.
If I had a friend of mine, if you and I were walking around the casino
singing
and you
Kiss
were a
the Girl?
woman, and I said, this guy needs to be kissed to get his voice back.
I'd get a smooch in a second.
Or if I sang that.
Yeah, sure.
It's just, people have too much time on their hands. Eventually, some of these people who are offended by everything will look back on their life when they're like old and crippled and crapping themselves and no one cares about them because they've offended and alienated themselves from every Thanksgiving and holiday.
Yeah.
They're going to go, you know how much better life would have been had I not worried or cared about that nonsense?
Nonsense.
Who cares?
Yeah. Well,
words are bad when they're like,
when they're really bad words.
Let's worry about racism.
Yeah.
Let's not worry about, and woman
horse.
shaming. Let's worry about that.
Yeah.
Who cares? Kick a horse for all I care. Throw an animal down the stairs. Who cares?
This from an animal lover.
I
know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
Oh my God. Why don't we worry about things that matter, like starving children?
Yeah. Well,
bring all the bacon.
Now you're
on
the edge of getting political because then we can talk about children at the border
and
smoke bombs, but we won't do that because we're a sports talk show. Okay. Another tweet. When you you are so good at this. This is one of your bits. You've ripped on Mark Rosen a lot. You usually Ben Lieber in this one. You'll tweet a picture and then you'll put a caption. It almost has something to do either with drugs or farting. This one, Ben Lieber. When you thought you could sneak a fart in, but it was 100% poop. The picture of Ben Lieber, he looks kind of uncomfortable. It's very funny. I just thought you should.
Yeah, and I put the wrong date because my whole bit with Ben Lieber, who I love dearly, he's a great friend of mine. Ben Lieber's another guy like Kyle Rudolph who is so nice.
Genuine.
He doesn't have to be.
Yeah.
Like Chad Greenway, like John Randall, just a nice human being.
Yep.
But I like making fun of him because other people can't.
And he plays with it. He does fine.
I love blaming him for the 09 championship loss.
I know you do.
Even though Adrian Peterson couldn't hang on to the football. I just like making fun of him.
Ben must take that well.
But it was supposed to be the date. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, otherwise he'd be like,
he'll text me like,
stop.
Genius. Yeah, oh, yeah. But it was supposed to be January 25th, 2010. But I wrote 09 because it was the 09 season.
Everybody says the 09 season.
Yeah, it doesn't
I saw you
matter.
checking your watch already.
No, it doesn't even tell time.
It's just a piece to...
Yeah.
You show some bling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
all
a
right.
divorce gift
Oh, all right.
for myself.
Let's see. Let's do the. I need this, right, Chris Hockey? You posted a picture of a $22 football snack bowl slow cooker.
I'm gonna get. I think
I
I'm
think
gonna
Todd
get it.
has that personally.
Yeah, Todd makes weed in it. He is the
In a
pot
slow
pro.
cooker?
Yeah.
That's-
I really want to get into.
he
slow
didn't say
cooking.
no.
Right?
He
Yeah.
didn't-
Todd's my dealer. I really want to get into slow cooking. It's a great way to make food, and cheese dips are phenomenal. I quit
Yeah,
eating
fondue.
dairy
Yeah.
just because I'm trying to lose. I want to look good in a bathing suit.
All right. You mean
So-
shorts or board shorts? I don't know if men call it bathing suit.
I don't know.
Do men call it a bathing suit? I just say a pair of shorts.
Why are you
personally.
asking a guy in a backwards hat and a Vikings shirt and a guy who's got a Susan and the Banshees t-shirt on? Like it's Michael Kors and Tommy Hilfiger over there. Do you call it board shorts? Why don't, yeah, go ahead.
Just
Ask
trying
Louis Vuitton over here. I don't know. I call them bathing suits.
You can call them bathing suits if
Maybe
you
I'm
want.
from the 1920s.
If people want to see you in a
Eventually,
bathing
I'm going to have
suit.
to wear one that covers up my entire body because it looks like Krang from the Ninja Turtles.
But that's why you're working out, right? That was amazing how in the same question you could fit Krang from the Ninja Turtles, Todd being your pot dealer. That is quite the connection.
going on up here.
Unbelievable. Next segment, life skills with meat sauce. We don't do this one very
I
often.
like your shoes, by the way.
Thank you. Clark's, I got
Yeah.
them DSW.
Those are great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Wife and I picked them out.
They're great.
Thank you. I like yours
What
too.
size do you wear?
10 and a half. I'm totally average.
I got
Todd
something for
knows
you.
that in every way.
I'll bring
totally
you something
average.
next Friday.
That's,
next Thursday.
What's that?
I
You're
got
gonna
a
go
pair of
DSW?
boots that are. Do you have a narrow foot?
No, average foot.
All right, I got a pair of boots that'll fit you.
Average
perfect.
arch, not flat.
I've worn them
average
once.
width.
My Flintstone feet are too fat. That's why
Do
I
you
wear
have
these
flat
every
feet?
time. I don't know.
Because you're not exactly fleet of foot. When I've seen you try to.
Yeah, I'm not.
When
no,
you
I don't
walk,
know what's
you.
wrong with my feet.
Yeah.
You know what weirds me out? People that are into feet.
I've never understood it.
Like I follow, and this is too much information, but
Go
who
ahead.
cares?
You can share right
I
here. We're
follow
online.
Lisa Ann follows me on Twitter, phenomenal porn star. She
Oh.
had this. She's now like
That's
super
nice.
into fantasy sports, which is like great.
Yeah, okay.
Cool. Make as much money as you can.
She slip into your DMs every once in a while?
No, that'd be great.
That'd be.
Oh yeah, she
You
had a
lost your train of
Periscope video, and all these people are like, she's talking about like how she got into the playoffs and like legit fantasy advice.
Yes.
Like she knows what she's talking about.
Sure.
And all these weirdos are like, let me see your feet.
Oh,
That
God.
guy should
Ick.
Thelma and Louise himself. Ish. Feet are like, I'm into some weird things.
Okay, let's be
feet.
careful. I know this is YouTube, but don't
It's a
go.
casino.
Just don't. Go, yeah, but you, for your own well-being,
I don't
don't
care.
go too far. It'll
Well,
come
I'm not
back to
even-
bite you.
it's
You're like, oh, I got
nothing-
some weird stuff. I'm into this.
It's
I'm into
nothing
that.
like weird.
Yeah, it sounds like you're going weird.
No.
I just want you. I'm just trying to reel you
It's
in.
not illegal.
Hey, I'm the ringmaster. I'm just cracking the whip so that the lion comes back in a little bit. That's all I'm doing.
As long as it's two consenting adults, one male, one female, I'm in.
You're in.
Yeah.
You're in.
Ish.
Well,
Look like Dwight Hockey.
well, or our
That's my
president.
coworker's dad. He has poop porn.
Oh, and anime. Anime aficionado.
Not into that.
No, not you, hockey.
Yeah,
See, he's
but
not
I-
even here. We could.
He died.
Okay. So life skills with meat sauce. Speaking of porn stars, did you hear this one? I don't know if you did or not on the power trip. This is a couple weeks ago now, but University of Wisconsin lacrosse invited porn star Nina Hartley. Off the top of your head, you're like, oh
100%
yes.
know who she is.
You do?
Yeah.
For real?
I watch a lot of porn.
Nina Hartley.
Yeah.
Would you?
Yeah.
She was paid $5,000 to go speak at the UW lacrosse and got him in trouble because the chancellor, the entire university was mad at the chancellor saying you invited her. She was paid $5,000, go ahead, for an hour and a half's worth of her time. And it was Free Speech Week. And the chancellor, his name is Joe Gao, he said that he found her an internet search for college speakers and freedom of expression was the theme. Your thoughts? If you
Are
were
they
the
adults?
yeah, I think when you're in college, you're
There's
over
college,
18.
right?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
then
you're-
who cares?
You're over 18.
Let him.
Oh, the rest of the state of
who
Wisconsin
cares?
was
That's-
appalled.
That's another thing. Why?
Yeah, so sensitive.
It doesn't bother you. It doesn't offend you. You
Yeah.
weren't there.
Right.
You just, oh my God.
If you were going to college and Nina Hartley was going to speak,
Porn stars are
would
people
Would
too.
you go?
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you?
100%.
Curtis almost doubled over even when I was laughing, when I was asking the question.
Yeah, you put it.
He's
What's,
like, "Dear
you put
God."
in. You put in.
Yeah, you're
what's
there.
her name? Nina.
Nina Hartley.
You
yeah.
put an N into his Google search, and that's the first thing that comes up.
You think he knows her by name? Maybe. Curtis? Nina Hartley?
Yes.
Yeah, he's giving it the, yeah.
Curtis watches more porn than Ron Jeremy's been in.
Social media, you admit you have a problem with your phone. This show is probably the longest time that you go without sitting on your phone. Because we don't have commercial breaks like your regular job, so you have to sit here.
Oh, on my regular
30
job,
minutes.
I'm on my phone during
Yes,
it.
while you're talking, you're probably on your phone.
I'm not good.
Social media, University of Pennsylvania did a study.
Okay.
And they found, we're talking Facebook, Insta, Snapchat, that social media makes things worse in social support, fear of missing out, loneliness, self-esteem, anxiety, depression, all those things if you're on your phone for more than 30 minutes a day. Your thoughts. Should you be on your phone for less than 30 minutes a day?
I'm checking all
I
those
know
boxes.
I know you are. You're like,
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yes. You would be
yeah.
the perfect person for them to study.
Here's the thing, though, and this is I'm on my phone a lot.
Yes.
And there are a lot of people on the radio, on the show that I do,
Yes.
who rip on me for being on their phone.
They're on it just as much.
They're always on their
you would
phone.
say, I know you would say that.
I hate that. I'm on my phone a lot. I don't have anybody to talk to.
They judge you, they see you.
They're
but
on it all just as much.
Yeah. It's part of your
Corey's
job.
on his phone constantly. Hockey's on his phone constantly. PA's on his phone constantly.
Yeah.
Nordo's on his phone constantly. I need to be on it. One, I'm texting
work.
babes. Plus,
Texting babes.
I need to know. It's the great. We live in the greatest time for prep work that I
Yes.
have to do. And you could say, well, you don't do anything. No, I do
Yes.
more than you know.
No, I know you do.
So I'm
Yeah.
reading news stories.
Oh.
It's the best.
People like you must imagine, what was it like when they only had newspapers?
Well, how about this?
How did they fill
Mike
the time?
Muspin on K102, great friend of mine, does all kinds of great
Yep.
stuff.
Vikings.
He was reminding me, him and I did a podcast, and he was telling me when he first started radio,
Oh.
they would watch the ticker go by and have to take stories off of it and pin them.
Oh my goodness.
Right.
Are you serious?
Yeah, remember when you had to put your
Oh.
own CD on and
Yeah.
the record and all that? I'm out.
You okay?
I wouldn't do radio. if I
You'd
didn't
be
do
like, you'd be still at Dairy Queen, walking out when people are making orders.
that. I'd
and-
probably be dead without radio, I'll be honest with you.
You'd probably be dead. Speaking of dead, have you ever heard of dead butt syndrome?
Excuse me?
Yeah, dead butt syndrome. It's a
Is
thing.
that Nina Gal again?
Nope,
Is that a movie
it's not
she's
Nina.
in?
It's gluteal amnesia, and I'm not making this up. It's a real
That's
thing.
going to be my fantasy football team name.
Gluteal amnesia.
That's Scott's alter ego.
You didn't say no. Gluteal amnesia. It means if you sit for too long, and I imagine your job, you probably sit a little bit. If you sit for too long, your hip, back can cause ankle pain. If you sit for too long, when you stand up, your glutes don't fire properly when you walk, and the rest of your joints all get messed up. See, life skills with Meatsauce, you're supposed to imagine that you're like a columnist who's writing for people's advice. So what do you think of dead butt syndrome or gluteal
I
amnesia?
think it's terrible. But I'm
Yeah.
also like those people who are like, I use a stand-up desk.
Oh, yeah.
I hope it collapses on you. I stand and work. Cool.
Good
Hope
for
your
you.
feet give out. But yeah, I mean, I take every break. If I don't have to do a live commercial, I move around.
Get up and move.
I don't like sitting, even
Yeah.
though my body looks like it's all I do. Yeah.
all you
Get
do.
up and move around.
Get up and move around.
Yeah.
All right, that's your
Like
advice.
work 10 minutes and move around.
Gluteal amnesia.
I'm great at wasting time.
Oh, I'm sure you are.
I'm the king of it.
Procrastinator.
My 6th grade teacher once told me if I put as much effort as I do into wasting time into actual schoolwork, I could be president of the United States.
Perfect segue. President of the United States. Time for drink.
Drink.
Well, I'm out because of my sore throat.
Well, your bad throat. Can you pretend? I got a Mountain Dew back here if you want to.
I don't drink soda.
What?
I do not.
All right. Well, we'll pretend to play drink, even though you got ice over there. The topic this week: 41st President of the United States, George Herbert Walker Bush, who just passed away, 94 years young. Born in Massachusetts, died in Houston, Texas. So I've got 6 questions. We'll buzz through, see if you know it. If you don't, I know that you tweeted the heave cry of George W. giving the eulogy.
It's tough to see anybody talk about their dad.
One of the most touching moments on TV that I've seen in a very long time. It was absolutely heartfelt.
Regardless of what.
Politics, don't even.
It's a dad.
It's a funeral.
It's a
and
son and a dad.
he was the leader of our country.
It's a son and a father.
Yep.
Doesn't matter what, unless
That's
they're
why-
like the Saddam and his kids. Who cares about them? But
Yeah.
Like no one's going to be like, oh my God, what a touching moment Jeffrey Dahmer had about his dad at his funeral.
No.
No one cares about
Nobody
that.
cares about Dahmer and his dad.
No.
All right.
Dahmer's dead, thank God.
Long time ago.
Hopefully his dad is too.
All right. So September 1944, Bush was on a bombing raid towards the Japanese island. His plane was damaged. He was shot down. He had to eject. Used a life raft. He was eventually rescued by a submarine, a U.S. submarine. Which branch of the armed services did Bush serve in?
Navy?
Yeah, God, you got that. I thought for sure you'd say Air Force, but no. How'd you know that one? You just knew it?
Yeah, I think I read it.
You just knew it? You read the paper?
I read the bit.
He went into the Army for WW2. He was the youngest pilot in 1943 in the country. The youngest pilot. Yeah, to join. He was like 18. He had just, boom, he was in.
My grandfather was 19.
Wow.
As a World War II B-52.
Whoa.
19 years old.
I've seen the picture.
19
Absolutely.
years old.
Wow.
I was higher than a kite at 19 years old. He was fighting for our country.
Pretty amazing.
He's my hero.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
He's dead, though.
okay.
Yeah.
That's a nice end of the story.
It's just a... I do it all the time. It's a
just,
good bit.
I know. He's dead, though.
All the time.
In 1992, Bush lost to Bill Clinton in the presidential election. He left a handwritten note in the White House that Hillary said later moved her to tears. In this letter, Bush wrote, multiple choice, "Your success is now our country's success. I am rooting for you. You are now the focus of 1,000 points of light. Remember to put America first, or I did my best towards implementing no new taxes." Yeah. You knew that one, or that's just that was the best one?
Isn't the no new
Dang
taxes
it.
a joke?
No new taxes is what he said when he was on the campaign trail. I know
He
you're a couple
lost
years.
to Bill Clinton?
Yeah, in '92. I know that you were
didn't know.
younger than me, but I think you'd be old enough to remember this stuff. The no new taxes was his bit, but that's what, 88?
I was 6.
87 leading into 88. You were
6.
I'm only a couple years older than you.
You're like 73. You're older than him, and he's dead.
True story. So I work at a high school now, and there was a student who thought I was in my 20s, and I was like, she's the nicest person ever. She's like, you're like 20 something. I'm like, no, pretty close.
What did you do
though.
there?
Huh? I'm a teacher's assistant for the senior high.
sweet.
Yeah. So I deal with kids that need a little academic
That's
help.
awesome.
Yeah. Kids that would have been a lot
that
like
are
you.
good. Yeah, that's nice of you, though.
Because
I'm
you,
glad you do that.
Thank you. My guess in high school, you were not, and I'm not saying this, you might have been in SPED classes, but you are not diagnosed with anything. You just needed academic assistance, correct?
No, I just didn't care.
Yeah. Would you have been ADHD, ADD, any of that stuff back then?
I literally... That's cold on my tooth.
That's cold on
My fake teeth, that's bad.
Ooh, don't chew ice. Not good.
Anyhow,
Yeah.
my senior year of high school, I didn't bring a backpack to school.
You probably didn't bring a pencil.
Not kidding.
You just walked into
No,
class.
that's how I met one of my really good friends. He was super prepared. He was like a 3.9 student. He had
course.
4 things of sharpened pencils that he sharpened on his own, so he would always have one every day.
What a nerd.
Then he just showed up and he's like, "Here, my mom bought you these because you ask all the time." And I've known him since I was 14.
What a
My
nice
senior
guy.
year, I didn't. My mom, we went school shopping. My mom's like, "Do you need a new backpack?" I'm like, "No." I didn't bring a backpack to school.
That's how prepared you were.
I didn't care.
Yeah. Did you get assistance from anybody or no? So summer school, you showed up and they said, "Yeah, get out of here."
One day.
Yeah.
One day I was the only one that showed up.
You should write a book. You have an amazing story. Include your buddy. He had the pencil for you.
It's not that good.
I think it's good.
boring. Involves a lot of bong hits. I don't know how I succeeded, but go on, please.
You did. Bush had a birthday celebration. What did he do when he turned 75, 80, 85, and
parachuting?
yeah, skydiving?
I knew that was his thing.
Yeah, and all those years he did it by himself except his 90th. When he was 85, yeah, he had people buy him, but there's a picture of him just in the air, 85 years old. 90, he was on a harness with another person.
yeah.
Other than that, he was unassisted, just free flying.
Wow.
I know, that's kind of crazy.
Hi.
I don't know if I could ever do it, let alone do it when I'm 75, 80, 85, 90.
I don't think I would ever do it.
Yeah, I don't think I could.
No, my brother has.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Just trying to get a picture, Snapchat or something. FaceTiming. Hi. That guy has a nice handlebar mustache. He looks like Todd.
Happy birthday,
mustache. Bush went to Yale. Which sport did he play when he was in college? Football, baseball, or crew team? Which is rowing to people like you from Minnetonka. Ooh. You had a crew team in high school. Bunch of Todds.
We didn't have crew.
Sure you did. I'm sure you did.
No.
Yeah. You, Edina, Chanhassen, Chaska, Wyzetta.
He was football.
Mound.
Was he football?
It was not football. He was captain of the baseball team. And there's a picture of him in 1948. He met Babe Ruth just a couple months before Babe Ruth died.
Wow.
Captain of the baseball team, out on the diamond, shaking his hand. He was also, and this is true, a cheerleader. Cheerleading, I think, was probably a little different. Well, there's still male and female cheerleaders, but
yeah.
He was on the cheerleading squad at Yale.
Good for him. I'm proud of him.
Very active. Air Force One had a ban on a specific vegetable. Here's a quote. I didn't like it when I was a kid. My mother made me eat it, and now I'm president of the United States, and I'm not going to eat any more blank. Brussels sprouts, potatoes, or broccoli?
Brussels sprouts.
Broccoli.
What?
You were
I love
almost
broccoli.
running the table. Well, you got football wrong, but you were doing so well.
I love broccoli.
Broccoli's solid.
Yeah, it's very good.
Butter, a little bit of salt.
Plain.
But how do you prepare it? You got to have the pan.
Steam it?
You steam it. Pan fry.
No.
Butter.
No.
Maybe a little virgin olive oil. Oh,
That's
good.
private. Why would
Nice.
you ask it that question? Sick weirdo.
All right, last one. On what college campus is the George H.W. Bush Library located? It's also where he's being buried privately. Is it at Yale? Is it at Texas A&M? Is it at Texas Tech?
A&M.
Yeah, Texas A&M, College Station, Texas.
You lose.
See, I do. I lose big time this. You knew your president.
Yeah, my dad's like a huge president buff. He knows everything about him. We would take summer vacations to president homes when we were kids.
Well, I would have never guessed that. And I'm not saying that.
I didn't
just
go
would have
in.
never guessed.
I didn't. I hated it.
You probably don't remember this. In our very first season in the CW basement, I did something similar to this in a drink game, and it was presidential. And you got like Grover Cleveland, and you said the same thing.
I've
You're
been
like
to his house.
You're like my dad knows everything about presidents, and I know.
Everything.
Yeah.
Like
I'm like,
if
how
Jeopardy,
in the world?
if they had like Jeopardy President's Edition, he'd get every question right.
And you probably would too.
He's a
just
savant.
osmosis of being around your dad.
Yeah, he knows a lot about a lot.
You know a lot about a lot as well.
Thank you.
Anything else?
And my throat hurts really bad.
Your throat hurts really bad, and you need to go home and take a nap.
I have to go to bed.
Everybody who watches us on YouTube, you can also go to Meatsauce Monty, the website. We have our own podcasts.
Where do you
or
find
not
all
podcasts, iTunes. Where do you find that at? Our website, meatsauceandmonty.com. So you can go there. You can follow Facebook. I think Todd runs that. He scours it every day. Twitter page.
Yep.
That's him.
Yep.
You have your own. I have my own.
Yep.
Todd runs the show. Look at him. He likes to tweet
I
gifs
don't know
of
what
Super
Todd's
Mario.
doing. Super Mario's great.
Dudes. All right. Are we good?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay. No, it's good.
I
I
feel
was trying to
like
promote the
hell.
social media.
It's meat sauce.
Meat sauce. We're getting a crowd the less we say. We should do that. We should just sit up here and see who walks by and feel like an animal in the zoo. All right. That's going to do it. Anything else?
No, I love all of you.
I love you too.
Especially Susan and the Banshees.
All right. We'll see you back here next week.